Well, the Bangalore Metro saw a surge of its ticket rates in some stretches by 100% and in some places almost up to 80-90%. After a lot of hue and cry, and especially also the state government intervening, and we've seen a tussle, especially a political tussle between the centre and state, finally we saw what the Bangalore Metro called a recalibration of its fares. And what it meant was those places where there were 100% of ticket fares, those places they have reduced it by 30%. And in some areas, for example in peak hours, they decided to give discounts to people while they were travelling. End of the day, the end user are commuters like these. They are the ones who use it and they are the ones who are paying for this. Let's ask them what they think about this, especially this ticket fares increasing and the rollback. How often do you use the metro?
Yeah, I use the metro daily. I travel from JP Nagar to Whitefield. It was first 60 rupees. From past 1 week, suddenly they have increased to 30 rupees. Now it's 90 totally.
So you're looking at, if you do the maths, by 30 days, you're almost spending 3,000 rupees, but actually you are spending much, much lesser. Does this affect you because you see suddenly almost a double of this?
Yeah, it affects common people who are using metro daily on daily basis. Generally, they use metro for time saving purposes and all. Now, if they suddenly raise the prices, obviously people will go for buses again, and traffic. It obviously affects the common people.
Because from point A to point B in Bangalore, traffic also is a huge issue because you tend to spend a lot more time because of heavy traffic. But you made an important point about the fact about affordability as well. It's not just people who travel who are office goers. You have students who use them. You have people who are daily wage workers and laborers also who use them. For them, every money, every pie counts. Let me ask you before that I come back to you. You're new to Bangalore. Yeah. How was your metro ride?
It was good, ma'am, actually.
Did you realize that there's been a price change in almost...
He actually told while coming only. And he said 30 rupees of hike has made from his house to the Majestic.
Yes.
So actually the people daily uses the metro, they are going to get affected by this price hike.
Does it hurt you as well? You work somewhere, and how often do you use the metro?
I don't use it often, but I'm a student, I learned Java full stack. So for me, when it suddenly increased, I had some problem with it. Because to go, I used to come to Majestic and all. So I used to use metro for saving money. But now it has doubled, so it's causing trouble for me too. During savings and all, it's causing a trouble.
See, that makes a point because a lot of people also work on a limited amount of money which they give for themselves for transportation. How often do you use the metro?
No, I don't use metro that often, but for people who use it often, it surely affects for the price hike.
Right. Do you use it often, and how often did you see the price surge affecting you?
Yeah, it's affecting the price to us because we don't earn much, and it's the sudden increase, that's also not good. It might be stage by stage, if it's 30, they can make it 32. Anything they can make the changes, but sudden price changes is really affecting us because the time from my home to the metro station is around say 4 to 5 kilometers. Sometimes I have to take rapido, auto, bus, something like that. So that cost and plus this sudden increase of this 30 to 40 rupees, that's really effective for us.
Let me also ask you about last mile connectivity because a lot of problems that people see is reaching your nearest metro. You almost pay double to get to your metro. That also has not been looked into, but they're also increasing the fares.
Yeah, correct. My house is not near the metro station. I generally take bus. Or if I have to take an auto, it's costing me 50. If it is bus, it's within 15. So along with the metro price, I have to pay this one also. So yeah, in a day it becomes a lot more.
When I've been speaking to people also, for example, I know somebody who shared this with me, that if he earns a salary of say 10,000 rupees a month and he has to keep 3,000 rupees aside for transportation, a surge like this definitely affects them because then they're looking at how much more they will have to end up spending. But at the same time, a person like me who also uses the metro often, now let me give you a personal account. I traveled from Baipanalli metro station to MG Road on a daily basis. I used to pay at that time around 20 rupees, but then suddenly with this surge that we saw, it almost doubled and went all the way up to 50 rupees. Now, with the recalibration as the Bangalore Metro calls it, I'll be paying around 40 rupees. But this is not the point. There are places where the whole stretch is costing around 90 rupees and Bangalore Metro is now one of the most expensive metros across the country. The argument given by the metro officials is that Bangalore's metro security, the usage of the various trains and the machinery, all of them, because it's a private body, has to be taken care by the metro. But then, should it have been done in stages? Do you feel that this should have been done maybe in a stage-wide format rather than in a sudden change like this?
Yes, if it had been stages, like once if they amount a little bit increase, we could adjust to it. Then slowly, gradually, if they do it, it would not affect it so much. But suddenly, if they increase to double, how can we do it?
Yeah.
So
And that's one reason, and that's one thing that we've been hearing time and again from people, that possibly it could have been done in a staggered manner.